Come on, kill the Panther. It has side, now rear armor aimed at you. I know there's a bunker in your way. Black Dragon helps kill the second one. Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a 4v4 on Rapido River Valley. A contentious map that turns to potentially an arty spam, but hey, I enjoy it. And it's bubbles? Wait, are the bubbles gone? Oh my god, my ears! I no longer hear the bubbles, it's incredible! Anyway, we got ourselves a number of key combatants going with Creve End. We got ourselves Burrock. We got ourselves I'm just gonna Z? Oh, I don't know how to put this. I'll just say pink and orange. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna attempt that. Anyway, on the allied side, because they were all Axis. On the allied side, we got Blackjack. We got SSW. We got Taiwan #1. Okay, that's pretty funny. And we got Grumble Dumb. Okay. What a collection of names we have there. We got ourselves scout units pushing on in. Of course, Ace, I didn't know. How would I know that? I'm sorry, my friend has a problem with DSP content. If you have a loved one that's in problem, has a problem with DSP, watching that content, please get them help, please. Only you can help them, because they apparently are too addicted. Anyway, we got ourselves a Weasel, so we got special operations being deployed for the allies. Otherwise, just mainly frontline units, with more riflemen and stuff going on in. The Germans, meanwhile, get a nice MG, kind of suppressing both. I feel like that's a little too close to get both, and this guy's getting out of there. Pioneers, though, may stop the scout units from doing all that much damage. Riflemen are suppressed. Germans have a bit more just jack of all trades, more MG spam. We have ourselves a motorcycle and a half-track, and oh, we have some coastal units, so maybe a bunker spam or you know, 15,000. We shall see. British forces are trying to stay behind cover. But alas, this is pretty much a frontline battle with 3 Americans and a Brit versus 3 Vermont and a Doc. And it seems like the Doc are pushing back the Allies quite well. Motorcycle team moving on in, Palm Grenadiers and everything else, focusing on these poor infantry section. They are in cover, they're doing their absolute best, but there's just so much fire on them. I just don't see them holding. More riflemen coming in, that should help push back the Palm Grenadiers. But yeah, the problem is going to be the MG coming on up, the Panzer Pioneer that can get inside and burn this man out. Like, I just don't think these guys are going to be able to advance. It's just not happening. Cash-wise, we already have a cash potentially going down for the Germans, for Crevent. At least he's helping his team out. Because again, yeah, fuel is going to be a huge importance to overwhelm the enemy, especially if this middle area, which is another very key fuel point, is going to be under the opponent's control or constantly contested, like this position usually is. Grenadier got the decap, though. I don't know if they're going to be able to cap it. Riflemen continue to fire. Grenadiers are getting lower and lower in health. He's going to stay in cover. Grenadiers will pull back. I guess maybe he was trying to pull back to try to reinforce somewhere, but that just didn't work. Wow, okay, we have Luftwaffe Company. We got an MG bunker, I think. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, gotta get the bunker spam out, of course. We got a bunker right here. We're gonna have a bunker here. So, yes, it looks like we have a guy that's gonna go SimCity. So, if you're a SimCity enjoyer, or, you know, at the time, should I just start saying City Skyline enjoyer at this point? Because, honestly, that I know City Skylines 2 is kind of a train wreck, but City Skyline is probably now the more infamous name, right? Probably. Right, chat? I would say City Skylines is probably more infamous right now than SimCity, because there hasn't been a SimCity game in, God, a decade? It's been a long time. So I guess a City Skylines enjoy. Canadian forces, we know that battle group was picked, took the territory. Again, they can be upped with a flame mortar, or they can be upped with a P-out launcher. Both very good, so glad to see the Canadians represent. The Americans have gotten, we have the heavy weapons because of the fact we have that 30 cal being up to a 50 cal. We got ourselves, I'm not sure for this gentleman, and we know special operations. That's all the allies pretty much picked out, with some good battle groups all around. Again, we know the Italian coastal, we got Italian infantry, so Gustatori, or Guestatori. Oh God, Guestatori. I swear to God, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, I can't say it. I think I need to see a pronunciation of just like that. Swing over the tightrope. Check out a video real quick. How does Helping Han say this name? All right. Anyway, pink is going with mechanized and also mechanized for orange as well. So potentially a lot of artillery, which makes sense for this map with the West, and then also potentially some Panthers. Cash going down here. Again, plenty of MG bunkers, and then just regular MGs in general to lock that sector down. We even have defensive bunkers from the Burak. He's going with the concrete bunkers for the Italian infantry battle group. Again, placing them down, it makes sense. You want to lock the sector down and then build up your fuel and then come back swinging with an armored thrust. Though the allies aren't done yet because, let's see, what is Rumble going? Oh, sorry, the heavy weapons, SW, also a heavy weapon. So both heavy weapons. That could be a lot of Pershings. All right, you have my interest. But anyway, fuel cache is going down from the allies as well. If the enemy wants to bunker spam, the allies will take that advantage and just get as much fuel as possible. Fuel-wise, the allies do have a small lead. Muni-wise, it's about even. Bunker still needs to be finished. It's not done yet. Sir, you have not finished that bunker. It is not complete. It will not do anything. Rifleman just got bars and is trying to do something against these Grenadiers. Should have the firepower to it, just one-on-one. The problem, though, is this mortar. It's handy-dandy mortar that can provide a little fire support to it. Axe is trying to take that point, but the 50 cal is shredding it, along with the infantry section. Rifle grenade is fired. Does a lot of damage, and he already got the fire upgrade, because when that fires, the Canadian battle group can get an upgrade to any grenade or anything like that, can do fire damage, which is perfect for getting guys out of cover. So, I don't know if Blackjack purposely did that, but if he did, this is actually a really good tactic to literally burn the enemy from their defensive works on their side of the river. Because, yeah, it can very much turn to like a stalemate type match where one side essentially locks the sector down compared to another. All right, we got Rifleman again. Looks like the reposition. Healing, again, thanks to the Canadian player, getting that upgrade. So if you capture territory, the allied troops will heal. So that's pretty good. I always like seeing players pick stuff that can help their team out. And this is one of the most helpful, in my opinion, for the allies. All right, allied players. Again, we have a lot of support between Bazooka, Captain, pretty much being the only frontline unit. Canadians are the backbone there. We got tons of riflemen here with double mortars. Those mortars, by the way, are from bunkers. Yeah, different fighting positions than a fighting position up here. So at least he has entrenched positions to help bomb any German position over here and bomb any counterattack going on in. But we'll see. The MG is going to hit that Grenadier a little bit, or not really. Wow, okay, there we go, hit that Panzer Grenadier, but not much else. Okay, so that's not the best spot for an MG bunker. They're probably going to want to build something over here to guard or get a 50 cal or something. We got Riflemen coming on over. Grenadier and Panzer Grenadier probably going to have to pull back. Grenade is thrown. They're trying to kill the mortar bunker. It's just not enough. And it will prevail with the engineer probably healing it pretty quick. Mortar seeing this MG, and honestly, I think the allied players like, yeah, please kill this. That was a mistake. The Canadian counterattack in mid is happening, and yeah, they'll take it. VP-wise, it's a bit of a mixed bag, because, yeah, you have this VP on that side of the river. You have the VP point over here, and then you have the VP point right here. And sure, like, technically it's a bit of a stalemate. The allies have just a bit more territory where they have a 150-point lead. That could absolutely swing back. But the reason I say the mixed bag as well is because the Axis has spent the entire time entrenching. I'm assuming they're gathering force to actually launch a decent counterattack. Hopefully better than what Pink did, because that was kind of a nothing burger, and now that's allowing SSW to move on in with his troops with bars at a, you know, potential exposed point. Rifleman hitting the Grenadier, MG repositioning, but again, now maybe the allied players can move up the 50 cal and hit that. With the scout unit, you can always smoke if they are out of position or caught out of position. Nebelwerfer's on the field. There's more artillery from Orange. He's probably going to try to hit these units. Oh, He instead hits the river, which is now on fire. Okay. Good stuff. Rifleman is using sprint to get behind the Nebelwerfer. MG is... Hold on. Oh, good hang time. All right. MG repositioning. Rifleman just keeps running around. Orange is trying to stop this. Grenade is thrown on the half track. Probably won't kill it, but it will just annoy it. Also, great airstrike, by the way. For the allied players, we have ourselves the support building, some more infantry upgrades. We got ourselves another support unit, and then that airstrike came from this gentleman. Taiwan #1 used his Air Force to bomb to bomb the Axis forces over here. So good strike. Now again, Flakverling and other AA could stop those airstrikes, but you know, it's good stuff. Nebelwerfer is trying to break the mortars, but they're right now doing fine.
17-pound experimental petrochemicals are being integrated across all flame weapons.
Ace, I did not hear that. Thank you for chiming in with the more DSP updates that I probably didn't need to know. Okay, Axis finally launching an attack that actually has some armor behind it. Whirlwind helps break up any defenses over here. We have some allied forces coming on in, but the bazooka teams are really the only... Oh, never mind. He has SF commandos. They could have bazookas as well. Does Taiwan #1 even have upgrades for bazookas? He does. So the bazookas are better. So that's good. Because, yeah, if he didn't have this, I would be a lot more worried. Whirlwind gets hit by the AT grenade, but continues to shred the rifleman. Bazooka's trying to close the gap, but there's still, like, troops there. Hopefully delay. Whirlwind is turning around, buddy. At this point, just drive away. About as incompetent as you can get with maneuvering. Alright. So, Creve End. Remember when I said, like, finally someone launched an assault? Never mind. I take back what I said. I'd like to issue a retraction and an apology to everyone watching. Recon's flying overhead, so obviously Taiwan #1 using that little plane of his to scout out for potential targets. And, you know, we might have some right here. Let's see. Is he going to find something he likes? Because if you have that and get the ability to unlock, you can pretty much see everything on the front. Otherwise, it just pops up on the mini-map. 50 cal has to pull back. Panzer Pioneers are taking back the fuel over here. We may have a push here with an MG getting closer to the victory point, which, again, the Axis need. They are 25 points down. Half-tracks are slowly moving on up, and those are the armored half-track. But, yeah, Blackjack got himself a M5 AT gun, which blasts the hell out of Burrock over here. Again, that's... Oh, sorry, not M5. I'm thinking because of heavy weapons. That's a 17-pounder. Apologies. There are 3 Americans. I just assumed it was American. Taiwan #1 getting upgrades for his infantry and his armor. But yeah, 17-pounder, as long as they have recon, can blast the bunkers, can blast armor, anything on that side of the river. With decent defenses, especially with the truck right here, slowly healing it right outside of that, like, area of effect of artillery would be. Canadians moving on in. They all have Piats, so they all have decent amount of anti-armor. Plus, they can do a bit of anti-infantry damage with those. Another thing gets neutralized. Again, I just love Burrock just like, I'm fine. As a 17-pounder continues to get kills. Yeah, it's Canadian forces managed to take the position. Not sure how long they'll hold it. Nebelwerfer is returning fire on the 17-pounder. Hopefully he can pick it up and get the hell out of there. Again, we are literally looking at, like, entrenched forces with small raids on both sides, but not much. Again, I'm glad that the Axis are losing so much, because I really don't want this to devolve into, like, this big defensive, like, game, but I have a feeling it will. Kind of like Sittard Summer and CoH3, you just know this map is probably going to lead to just artillery and long-range warfare. I'm honestly shocked this survived longer than the 2 mortars, but hey, I guess it did. Captain is also stuck, which you gotta love it. And right now we have another armored thrust with a Whirlwind hitting the rifleman. Italian coastal units and an officer have moved on over to assist the attack. MG is being smoked. Rifleman and a bazooka coming on down with the Whirlwind already taking some fire. Has anyone gotten in a proper tank? Yes. So here we have 1 tank from an American player. So thank you. Rumble. Sure. Kind of moving on in. Again, Creve End is pushing on to the victory point. Hopefully he can stop the bleed for the Axis. Meanwhile, again, we have a small counterattack by the Canadians. Defenses being laid down to assist. Multiple Nebulorfers firing in that side. So Orange really trying to stop it. Fire has come down, but has not stopped the Canadians. The only thing it may stop is the retreat across the river. That could be a big issue. Meanwhile, there's still plenty of pack guns. Again, Germans are... We got Stug. We got ourselves a Wesp, so we got some artillery. The Stug should help break these defenses. Does Green have anything? No, he does that. He doesn't have any AT. Big fail right there. Always have AT at least by like 8, 10 at the latest. But the fact you have none at 16 is an absolute failure on your part for not having proper coverage. So come on, SSW, do better. Meanwhile, the Germans still are focusing on more support with the Stuka, and Whirlwind actually did survive, so good for it. Allies still hold the fuel, though. That's 31 to 24 with equal amounts Muni. Finally, okay, Creven took the victory point, stopping the bleed at 275 points lost. Now the question is, can the Axis lock that sector down and stop the Allies from advancing? Doesn't look like it. SF Commandos immediately push on in, force the Italian officer back. More Rifleman scout units pushing in. Again, I just hear the constant sound of artillery, but it seems to be more focused on trying to kill the 17-pounder, which did get decrewed, but due to its veterancy, I'm assuming something happened, and it is doing pretty well. 17-pounder looks like will be picked up and taken away. Canadian forces are still doing pretty well. They haven't died yet. There's actually additional infantry support with infantry sections with Brenz, so they have a decent amount of firepower, also healing on the front. Again, where's that Sherman? All right, it does have the 76 gun. We already saw it's gotten a couple upgrades, so please, 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 can we actually launch an armored attack? I would love to see that, like actually a good thrust. I mean, you've already gotten a decent amount of like, well, okay, I thought you got the heavy barrel. I think that was Taiwan #1 that got the, no, he also got the 76. Oh, okay. That's... Oh, right, Taiwan #1, it doesn't have that. He has the air support. Okay. Anyway. Axes have been very annoying trying to push across. We got some airburst shells. Canadians, again, pushing through on the fuel. Seems to be the only guy with actually consistent front, but oh, this is going to be bad. Please don't group up. Please don't group up. Zuka just hitting this whole area. A lot of health damage. No models killed in that artillery shot, so he's able to pull back to heal if he really wanted to. Plane goes down thanks to AA fire from the Whirlwind, I'm pretty sure. Bunker is now being targeted by the 17-pounder. We have artillery focusing on it to try to kill it. It seems that the 17-pounder consistently has missed. Grumble is calling in the Black Dragon artillery. Fire is going on the retreating units. The infantry section does perish. Bunker is destroyed. Black Dragon's keeping the other forces away. Canadian unit may die here in the fire. He does. Unfortunate. 2 British units of very high skill have been neutralized. And Nebulorfers continue to rise in the kill count. Meanwhile, just going further south, we have Obiches back here for additional artillery. Or at least one Obiche, sorry. So again, artillery-wise, it looks like the Germans are slowly leveling up and are slowly getting better. They're still losing victory points, but if they continue to arty the Allies, they might be able to dig themselves out of the hole they found themselves in with arty, and then just hopefully crush the enemy with armor. Panther was deployed, though it looks like it took heavy damage and pulled back. And that might have been from the Sherman, but a recovery vehicle is bringing it back from the dead, while an engineer got close enough to call in airstrikes in this sector. At least there's some teamwork there. I don't think it was only one plane, so that's not much. You probably want to up those upgrades, Taiwan. Because, again, we have ourselves the wait. No, that's just from this battle group. I don't think he's got any upgrades from that support center. Sherman is alive and is pulling on back, so at least he got that sucker back. We have a crocodile on the field to help burn the enemy away. Again, this has very much been like a World War I scenario, with both sides really making very small gains across this river. Whirlwind pulls back, but we have planes, I believe P-47s flying around. Yep. We got some artillery hitting the Sherman. Martyr trying to get the kill. Rifleman needs to move up and guard, because Canadians are definitely pulling back. Air support strafes, but again, not hitting the armor, the AT, and that's why an AT gun would have been good to hold back the Martyrs. But alas, that didn't happen, and if actually, Burrock has managed to dive deep behind enemy lines. There's still luckily some Canadians, and now the Croc is coming on out, which is probably something this man did not want to see. Because, yeah, his infantry are going to be smoked real quick thanks to the Crocodile's flamethrower and pretty good main gun. Yeah, it's just flames just going everywhere. But, yeah, he's going to pull back. Medical truck's right there for healing. Sherman's on standby. Grumble has gotten 2. So he has a decent armored force. This guy was, again, able to get his Sherman back. Please heal it. Artillery's hitting that sector. And we now have a whiz-bang on the field. So the Allies looking decent. Panther, Wesp, double Stuka, and Obiche with Martyrs and a Whirlwind. So Axis also have decent amount of armor. The difference is they're not... The Axis are losing a lot of victory points, where the Allies are still doing decently well. Alright. Now it's just up to who can actually break the other. Crocodiles is making the attempt, but a direct shot from a Stuka delays it. There is an AT gun here that is firing, and it looks like it is penning. Actually, penning decently well. Is that because of any upgrades from Burrock? No, he doesn't have anything that would increase penetration, as far as I can see. Canadians do push across. He still has the 2 Canadian infantry section. There's nothing, because the bunkers are destroyed, there's nothing stopping that crossing. And his Palm Grenadiers are pretty far back, and they don't have the Veteran Squad Leader upgrade, so they're not as strong, and they don't have the MG42s. So, yeah, the Canadians will probably win that fight. Whizbang moving on up. I'm assuming he's going to go for an anti-infantry or anti-artillery target. Instead, he's going to go for an anti-bunker target, but as you can see, not doing insane amount of damage. I think the one shot on the Whirlwind did more. There we go, 50%. Stuka fires now returning fire. Counter barrage on the Whizbang, forces it back. Doesn't do all that much. The shots kind of hit around it, not directly on it. Looks like Panther is under fire. But again, it's under fire from MG, so it's like, ah, this is cute. Just brushing it off. I think zeroing is about to come in this sector. I'm pretty sure that's zeroing. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that's 305 Obiche. Does not have the zeroing ability, my apologies. But the 305 Obiche coming in from Burrock has come in. Sherman being targeted by the Panther. Looks like Sherman is definitely going to be on the back foot. The other Sherman's busy helping the Croc out. Probably should smoke and get the hell out of there. Luckily a miss. Do we have anything else to support? Hey, Shermans! Hey, Shermans! Your allied Sherman is being targeted. There we go. They finally move on in. Hey, Grumbled, stop being so dumb. I know it's in the name, but you can be better. You can be better. Shermans push on up. Panther is pulling back, but it's too little too late. Grenadiers already taken the victory point. We're at more Panthers are on the field. Nebwerfers continue to fire on the allied position, kind of hitting this general area. Truck was destroyed, 17-pounder will burn, and the Canadians will need to get out a new medical truck if they want that back up. Axis in general at 44 population. Allies are not at that. Allies are at 38 population, if that. Nice AT satchel from the bazooka team. But again, unless you get artillery, I don't think you want to risk the Sherman pushing in. Oh wait, this Sherman could. There's 2 of them. They could absolutely push on up, and Black Dragon is being called in this sector. Maybe a potential friendly fire. Come on, kill the Panther. It has side now rear armor aimed at you. I know there's a bunker in your way. Black Dragon helps kill the second one. Come on. There's so much fire. We got another Panther coming on in. Artillery's hitting this area, but needs to go a little further. Both Shermans are down. Croc trying to help. I mean, he killed one Panther, but he lost 2 Shermans. Oh, Panzer IV died, I guess. 1 positive. Panther may go for that Croc, but I feel like he's like, I don't think so. And yeah, Pink will pull back. 17 pounders right there too. That was a good call for him not to advance, because yeah, that his Panther would have been obliterated. How long were you airborne for? All right. Again, I will give credit to the Axis. They are putting down a ton of caches to help with their resource gain. Again, we already had quite a few on the field for them. Retreat point here. Obiche seems to have been doing fine. Medical position here. So I like how he's not putting it on top, so he can just move it to the side. Be okay, so they're not both taken if, you know, artillery or something came in on it. Heads Grenadiers and the Grenadiers are forced back thanks to the Riflemen. They're zeroing for you. Does not kill the mortar, but everything else around that and the Riflemen is definitely pounded. Let's see. Recovery vehicle may want to move over. I mean, there's potentially some carcasses. Where was... Oh, maybe there isn't any more carcasses. Maybe that was already gotten. Oh, no, yeah, I was going to say, this Sherman fell pretty far back, so if he wanted to grab that, he absolutely could. Always scan the battlefield on your allied side to see if there's any carcasses you can salvage or take for yourself. Nice Faust damages the Sherman, and a good kill from a nice shot from the Martyr kills it. Allied counterattack is still coming in, but with the Whirlwind right there, and a lot of infantry and MG fire, I don't think Taiwan #1's counterattack is going to be all that successful. If anything, it looks like he's going to take a lot of damage. Again, this is where just a simple M1 AT gun would really come in handy, just firing from afar. Obiche shots are destroying the all sorts of stuff around. I think he maybe killed a bazooka team or made it drop one, not sure. But yep, now this entire area is open and the victory point will be back under Axis control. Good, because the Axis are down to 120. Allies are at 420. So very nice right there. Difference for the Allies, but let's see how long that lasts. Speaking of dying, Sherman looks like dived in and got hit by 3 Panthers, which looks like they are launching a counterattack. Panthers are pushing across the river, but the 17-pounder in the back is returning fire. Hits the 1, forces Pink's Panther away. While the Pink Panther is pulling away, we have ourselves Orange now pulling back. They found the 17-pounder and are launching Nebelwerfer shots. He is entrenched. He'll take less damage. And that's... Oh, but eventually all the Stuka and all the Nebelwerfer fire comes on in. And yeah, it just absolutely gets shredded. We have another armored thrust. Again, a Hellcat, 2 Shermans with 76 guns. But there's double pack here. It's the 38 guns, but still. Panthers still firing on all this armor, and the Allies are just advancing with no well, okay, there is a bazooka team here, but there's not really much more support other than that one team. Half-track does go down thanks to the bazooka, so the Allies can call some type of victory. And I was going to say a satchel, but looks like the Panthers kept that from happening. Oh, the MG, I'm sorry, kept that from being for this Panther from being satcheled. We still have 3 Panthers on the field with multiple Stukas in the back. Obiche's now up to Vet 1. A small allied counterattack from both Taiwan #1 and also from Blackjack helps break this defensive line. Bunker goes down. Whirlwind forced back thanks to the Hellcat. Thank you for getting some type of major AT. Stuka fire, though, comes on in. Scout unit is very close to dying. The MG-42 died. That was recruit. And yeah, it seems like we're gonna need okay, it seems like Taiwan #1 needs to reorganize his forces, because it seems like everything just keeps falling apart when he counterattacks. I mean, I guess it's good for Crevend. He had kind of a failed assault initially, but he's been doing better and better. It's not perfect, but he is trying to advance. Again, just looking at all the wrecks that could be salvaged. And don't say they can't. There's 2 American players with mechanized support centers. There's an ability to salvage if you really wanted to get some additional resources. Obiche shots are hitting this area. Airstrike comes on in on the middle point. Again, there's 1 plane, so it's not all that effective. I mean, and also they ran away. Proc is up to Vet 2. Martyr is now firing shots, but does not that much damage in the grand scheme of things. Like, I take what's going on here and look at the South. The South has had so many Panthers, we got Stukas, all this stuff, and yet somehow SSW and the other guy have done a fairly good job at holding back those attacks. Now, I will say a lot of it also comes down to Blackjack's AT gun and other forces that have helped keep the Panthers away. But yeah, hey, look, right here, man. SSW, there's a Sherman. I'm sure you could use it. You have none. Artillery coming in on both units. 17-pounder is going to need some support. Still alive, man. That extra bonus that you get, 25% reduction is really helpful. All right, Hellcat's chilling. We finally got some troops from 5101 locking the sector down. Axis continues to lose points. We're down to 110. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I take that back. Even though this point was captured, the Axis took back the middle VP, so now the Allies continue to lose points. But chat's recommending a push from a flank. The southern flank looks pretty strong. I don't think they could push that all that well. The northern flank, there's not much here. I'm not even seeing mines or anything, so an armored thrust here with a couple Shermans could knock out a bunch of caches and force the Axis to come over with armor, and that's when you hit them with additional AT from tank destroyers, etc. Axis are definitely winning the kill count in armored and infantry. You got Grenadier with a Captain's LMG, which is quite funny. A Tiger tank now from Burak, and it looks like the Axis are like, all right, lock this center down. We need to win this. We need to hold it down to the best of our ability. So we'll see how that goes. SF Commandos. Yellow's tanks are just chilling. They're healing. That's right now they're healing. You can always get the mechanized unlocked to help heal all of them at the same time. But unfortunately, oh wait, I'm sorry. They went with supports. They went with supports that are not mechanized. So remember my earlier statement? Yeah, no, they can't unlock the salvage. They can't salvage because of the fact they went with this. That's infantry upgrades. It's not armor upgrades. So that's my bad, chat. That's my bad. Chat, immediately someone in the comments is going to be, if I put this on YouTube, it's going to be like, Greyshot's wrong. And I'm like, nope, I corrected myself. You have to go 33 minutes in the game. Again, we have a counterattack by Blackjack. So yeah, there's no way to heal this stuff, which means they really have to rely on the guy with a recovery vehicle if they want a lot of heals. Alright. Canadian force is trying to take it, but we have, I think, zeroing. Or, I think zeroing is coming in on that position. Small armored attack in the north doesn't go well against the Tiger. Sherman goes down, Hellcat retreats. Probably because of the Martyr in the back, I would probably say, providing a little extra support. Down south! Oh, because all the armor moved away, Yellow's here to play. Grumbledum is actually managing to cause a lot of havoc. Even with Hellcats, Hellcats probably should focus on the bunkers, but all the Panthers moved up to go deal with the assault against the victory point, leaving this area undefended. I like when I'm wrong. That's so good. All right, Panthers now coming in, but the Hellcat and the Sherman weakening it. Can we get the final shot? We do. This one's even injured now. Honestly, these guys are in a good state with the infantry support. Deal with Pink. Kill him. But no, Grumbledum is pulling away. The infantry can still push up and throw AT grenades. They're throwing normal grenades. All right. Got some more kills, I guess, against the infantry. But yeah, if Yellow just would move up his like, this thing is so close to dying. Just a little more support would have killed it. If the infantry just sticks around and continues to throw AT grenades, that would be funny. But Panzer Grenadiers are not going to allow that to happen. Again, another assault's coming on in from Burak and also Crevend. Luckily, there is a decent amount of troops from Taiwan. But he's going to need that AT gun. We got GG from South SSW. Well, he's very negative right now, because I'm assuming that GG is meaning we lose? Or the Allies lose? Alright, 17-pounder is back up, because I don't think that's... Grumbledum has gone with the Pershing. SSW has gone heavy armored. Hold on. I thought... Or did I accidentally click on the same player twice? I accidentally clicked on the same player twice. Wow, Greyshot's also failing in that regard. Okay. So heavy armored. That explains the recovery vehicle. Duh. Anyway. Canadians taking this position. Whirlwind goes down thanks to a nice Sherman shot. A new Croc coming on in. Looks like, unfortunately, Blackjack has taken some decent hits. Well, BJ continues to fire. That's probably what killed the 17-pounder. Hopefully they can get this point and then get the other side. It looks like there was a counterattack over here. Again, good job placing mines, taking this position. At least someone's making advances. Meanwhile, it looks like the Axis are healing up the attack that they suffered over on this position, placing bunkers, among other stuff. Oh, now Grumbledum comes back. There's no AT immediately right there. Hellcat's focusing on the bunker. Panther's now shooting at it. We got some strikes coming on in. That's from Taiwan #1, calling in an airstrike. Bombs dropped. Kill the bunker. And, oh, we have a Pershing? Okay, there we go. Nice heavy tank. And also, Grumbledum is doing pretty good population-wise. He's at 93 with 800 manpower in the bank. Not a lot of fuel, but still, at least he has a good amount of manpower. That's the nice thing about the players that go with the actually, did he even get any upgrades? I don't know if he got any upgrades from the from that center.
We have munitions ready to be used.
Okay. Well, okay, if he does get the upgrades for this building, which right now I can't tell. Let's see. No, I'm not going to be able to tell. If they did get the upgrades, then that would essentially help out by saving more manpower and such. Anyway, Panther's pushing across. Grumbledum is very low with his Panther, but they're hitting the Sherman instead. Rifleman throws some AT grenades, damage the Panther. Another Panther comes on in. Hellcat trying to help kill that one Panther. Come on. Come on, Grumbledum. Fire through the smoke. Looks like he's moving on up. A fourth Panther's rolling on in. This Hellcat is so screwed as soon as it's, yeah. And there it goes. Three Panthers are still on this side. They only have one dock player. He doesn't have a recovery vehicle, so don't expect it to, come back from the dead anytime soon. Hold on. Palm Gradier's taking heavy hits thanks to the abundance of riflemen. Did he use all that manpower? Oh, he used some of it. Taking back the VP. It's 105 victory points to 299. Lots of fire coming on in. A big bazooka blob, and I believe he did get the upgrade for it, so they'll do even more damage. One bazooka team goes down. Can you believe they're even squishier in previous patches and versions of the game? Alright, White Phosphorus coming on in from the Scot to try to weaken this stuff, but looks like he kind of missed. Brumbar and also Panther holds back the Hellcat in Easy... not Easy 8, Sherman. Yeah, South by Southwest, the only guy with the potential for an Easy 8. And so far... Oh, I think he's finally building one. Cool. Hellcat... Oh, actually doesn't go down. He shoots the other one. Okay, can you get away? Hold fire and don't... Oh, he actually got away. Panther's Vet 3, though, so that is a beast you do not want to handle mano-a-mano. You want to make sure you have a lot of tanks to help with that. Speaking of tanks, we got a Tiger tank helping guard the Panzer Pioneers. Obiche fires hitting the top area, stopping any forces from coming in without taking some shots. With the double cap, again, allies continue to lose victory points. They need to focus, but the problem is the front line is just getting harder and harder to break. I'm actually shocked that we haven't seen this guy build like AT bunkers and stuff over here. The restraint is actually a little shocking, but now we have more Obiches. We have 2 Obiches now on the field. Again, I'm not sure how much damage they've actually, racked up or how many kills. Let's see. Obiche has 12 kills, not too shabby. Crocodile's opening fire. There's still double pack guns hitting the Croc. Stuka fires in the 17-pounder, but that with the Croc may just killed the Brumbar. We need some smoke. There we go. Croc drops smoke. Hopefully he's able to get away. And looks like Blackjack, the gamble paid off, and he's able to reposition himself. Get out of there. Same cannot be said for whatever's going on in the south. Panthers are focusing on those Scots. They're trying to get away, but having some issues. Riflemen are charging the Panthers. But again, even if they throw AT grenades, it's not going to work. And there's another MG bunker right here. So, yeah, P-47 airstrikes hitting the infantry. Canadian forces with Piats are hitting the Tiger. While they are definitely taking health damage, they still are continuing the fight. Get some good shots, and the 17-pounder gets the final kill. Excellent hit. All right. Plane goes down. Medical Shark probably wants to make sure it's reinforcing that. Allies at least hold one additional point after the Axis took it. Problem is, the Axis still hold 2 more. So if they want to win this game, they need to go for the point in mid, which is currently guarded by a 50 cal that the Axis stole, as well as multiple Panthers, and really, more importantly, the pack line that's just been hitting that Croc and any armor that rolls in. Look, glad to see an easy 8 on the field, but we're going to need a lot more armor and a lot more supports. Scots are trying their absolute best, but they're about to be wrecked as the Panther rolls on in and gets a double taps it. Pershing and now Sherman 76 being focused on by the armored swarm. And there goes another Sherman. Pershing pulls away thanks to its speed. We gonna throw a satchel from the engineer squad, or is he still not reacting? He's still not reacting. Vet 3 Panther from from orange comes on in. The injured Panther rolls away while a new Panther comes in. Wow, okay, 17-pounder helps kill that one. So additional fire coming on in. Pershing with the Croc trying to hold back the armored swarm. This Panther's injured. The 17-pounder just keep firing, and there goes another one. Artillery fire now coming down that sector. Brumbar having trouble because of the it's a medium tank, so it can't go through other medium tank carcasses. Zeroing, hitting the escape area, so again, no carcasses can be taken by the Allies, and the Brumbar is able to get away. That's a lot of death for the Axis for not a lot of gains. That's actually what the Allies kind of needed. They needed the Axis to expend a lot of resources. Now they just need to hold and hopefully get back to the middle victory point. Don't get me wrong, we still have about to be 5 Panthers on the field, but the fact that at least they were able to kill 2 of them, or a handful, is a nice win for the Allies. Don't get me wrong. Canadians, again, also a nice win. Vet 3, like those guys are really on point. Blackjack moving on up. Again, he has a flamethrower and a Piat launcher, so not too shabby. Actually, I think both, there are 2 of them with flamethrowers in that. Alright, here comes a combined attack from 3 separate players. Unfortunately, they need to deal with that, but the Canadians are still advancing. There's a lot of Panthers and stuff. We have artillery or some strikes coming in right there. P-47s is what's being called in. Stuka fire's coming in. Allies sending in now a huge wave from south by southwest. Grenadiers are slowly burning to death thanks to the Canadian grenade, I believe. Luckily, the fire is put itself out. Nebworfer is firing very close to the front, I think. Yep. But here comes the giant blob from south by southwest. Bazookas tear into the Panther's armor. Another salvo would kill it. Grenade's going to slow down this Panther and damage its engine. Bazooka team is not done yet. They continue to advance. This Panther is healing. Nebworfers don't know what to do. Inbound reinforcements from Burrock are slowly coming on in, but not fast enough. Panther takes another salvo. One more salvo and it's done. Panzer Grenadiers being hit by the riflemen. South by Southwest making big moves. But here's the thing. The blob is now very injured, and any sort of retreat could be costly. There's the retreat. Pioneers focus. Right now there are 5 units. Will any die? Brumbar hoping to get a kill. Fires a shot in the lead. Gets 1 kill on a bazooka team. Smoke is, I think, dropped from the Sherman or something over here. Rifleman continues to harass the AT gun and the Palm Grenadier. Takes a shot from the Brumbar. Sherman and Pershing hitting the pack gun, neutralize it. The Blob escapes in a good state. Palm Grenadiers may not be so lucky. Pershing and Sherman going in for the wipe. Never mind, they instead go for the Brumbar. Panther rolling on in, though still injured in a better state. Here's another one and a pack gun. I feel like Grumble, again pushed up, but without support, is now going to be swarmed by the Axis. Pershing may be able to get away still. He has speed on his side, being, I believe, the fastest heavy tank in the game. Come on. He needs smoke, though, and no, he's not able to get away. Pershing is chased down. Panther is still weak. We have a counterattack coming in from the south, thanks to South by Southwest moving up his armor, clearing out all the bunkers and all the defenses in this sector. Again, Pink is down to his armor and a single pack gun. That armor is about to be cut down by one as a Sherman gets a great shot on it. Fantastic round from the Easy 8. Can the Easy 8 get any more kills? Brumbar, again, there's this repair facility. Another Panther coming on in. I think it's smart for him to pull away. Rifleman advancing, throwing grenades, maybe stealing a pack gun. Allies moving up a recovery vehicle. This one is injured. He's hoping to heal through the pain. That did not work as the Panther, I believe, hits a mine. And yeah, the recovery vehicle pulls out. Easy 8 tried to go in for more, and that did not work. Whiz-bang firing on the Creve N's forces. Creve N trying to move on in, and honestly, there's not much stopping him. Tiger tanks right there. I have ideas. Come on, please recover, or at least salvage it. Allies are still ahead victory point wise for the moment. Though if the Grenadiers take this, they'll stop. 74 to 210. So still a very close game. More bunkers being placed because he wants that position. And by God, he's going to try to get it. More Canadian forces and a 17-pounder should help uproot that bunker so long as he can get the truck to move it up. We got ourselves a Croc under Stuka fire. Again, come on, retreat it. Please! Please retreat this. There we go, finally pulls back. But more Stuka fire comes on in. Croc will take some damage, but should be fine, and he pulls away. Meanwhile, we got the Panthers back up. We have multiple Panthers. Brumbar now as well in the front. Axis is pulling in all the reserves. Assault Grenadiers taking this. Palm Grenadiers and Panzer Pioneers taking that position. Canadian forces trying their best to stop this point from being captured. Grenades thrown on them. They move out of the way. Fire is hitting the Palm Grenadiers, weakening them. Because it is a debuff. Fire continues to hit them every time they use a flamethrower. Again, not intentional, but it is hilarious that now that you give the Canadian troops the flamethrower, which consistently debuffs enemy forces. What I'm trying to say is never give a Canadian a flamethrower at all costs. Obiche Fire does a lot to that Canadian force. He'll need to retreat. I don't think Blackjack realizes the damage that Obiche did to it. And there it goes. The Vet 3 Canadian force is now gone. I believe there's only a single Canadian force from the beginning of the game remaining. He has a flamethrower still, though. And luckily, the Piat's still there, so you can always pick it up for later. Stuka fire and artillery fire from the dock forces are trying to stop the Allies from taking it. But now, again, there's just a bunch of free weapons there. Yeah. You have a bar, you have another Piat. Just grab whatever you can. I think he grabbed a bar. Oh, no. Maybe... Come on. Nope, this guy still has a flamethrower. Come on, grab the Piat. Yes! Grenades do quite a bit. New Tiger tank on the field from Burrock with the 17-pounder. Vet 3 still fires. Meanwhile, the Croc is taking the points down south. Yeah, I agree. There's still many tanks to recover. Looks like the Panther charge may have not went well for Pink. But we have 3 Panthers, a 4th one about to come out for Orange. Rifleman taking the victory point. Needs to survive. Don't push up. Oh, he's throwing a grenade. Okay, sure. Again, if you want a long like a drawn-on match, Rapido River Valley is the game to go because yeah, usually it's a push and pull between certain points, and it's the game that never ends because of it. All right, Royal Engineers going in to grab the territory. We have more Riflemen Engineers. Stuka Fires firing again. Another 17 pound. This 17 pounders by this Blight Blackjack have really come in clutch. All right. To speed, I'm gonna speed things up a little bit because yeah, this game has been going on quite a bit. It has been a bit of a nail biter, but now here we go. Axis forces bringing it down. Slowly being brought down. We're down to almost 60, but there we go. Point has been decapped thanks to Strasstruppen moving in. Canadians though force it back. Tiger and other forces push on in, drive the Canadians away. Panzer Pioneers trying to grab it again. Only 100-point difference. Axis have done a fairly good job at keeping things closer and closer. 17-pounder is under fire. We have a mortar as well right here with multiple armored units under Taiwan No. 1's control. Whiz-bang as well still alive. Slowly gaining veterancy. Gotta get more bunkers. You can't survive. You can't win this game without more bunkers. Meanwhile, it looks like the Panther force is pretty much ready to go. There's only really a Croc, 17-pounders decrewed. Thanks to already fire, but they gets recrewed. Again, tons of carcasses. Technically, the medical truck could salvage. I forgot about that, but yeah, he could salvage with a veterancy upgrade. Looks like the Tiger is slowly pushing on up. SF Commandos trying to take the position. Instead, Whiz-bang fires on that, forcing the German infantry back. Tiger tank, though, blasts the SF Commandos, gets the kill. Again, lots of Scots, Easy 8 as well on the field, but okay. Captain taking the fuel. Resource-wise, the Axis are in the lead with Muni and fuel right now. We have a Kettenkrad in the back lines going in. I'm not sure for what purpose. Even maybe just trying to go for targets with his Obiches or maybe zeroing. I'm not sure, but trying to camouflage it, trying to have it in the back is not a terrible idea, I guess. He's just cruising. Meanwhile, massive armor battle going on. Croc holding off the Panther using the flame, with the 17-pounder providing the extra bit of firepower. Panther goes down, the other Panther's pulling back. Pink is also pulling back his. The fact that Croc is still fighting is, well, definitely a good sign to hold on to that point. For how long? Not sure, as the 17-pounder goes down. Panthers now see blood. Try to kill the Croc, but are unable to. Rifleman keeps them away. Again, maybe we'll be able to recruit the 17-pounder, but it is... okay, there we go. It does need repairs on that 17-pounder. More Stuka Fire could outright kill it. There goes the bazooka teams pulling back. Strasstruppen are taking the position. Panther and Brumbar moving away. Again, lots of armor right here. Lots of stuff you can salvage. But so far, the dock players decided Stukas are the way to go. One recovery vehicle, and again, you could get so many resources. Stuka Fire hits the Scots, along with some Obiche Fire, getting a double kill right there. 17-pounder still alive. There we go. At least someone's salvaging something. Assault Grenadiers take the position, 52 to 141. Again, both sides are trying to bomb the other one out, but it's just not working. Riflemen are just able to grab the victory point, but the Axis did take the ones in the north. We have a massive Panzer IV attack by Krevend. Luckily, the Hellcat and the EZ-8, or not EZ-8, the Sherman are dealing damage, while the 17-pounder is destroyed and is about to be removed from the game. Panzer IVs are not doing much better. The Hellcat and Sherman knock it out before the recovery vehicle or Scott are destroyed. Tiger pulls away, not able to push up any further. And Krevend is down to his Obiches. Very good Obiches, but down to his Obiches. I'm glad I sped things up because I am at a time crunch right now, but oh wow, okay. EZ-8 forces the Strasstruppen back. Tiger tank right there. Panther chilling. Croc is now under fire from Bazooka. Sorry, Croc is supported by the Bazooka team and forcing the Panther back. Nice job finally recovering that tank. I think it's been there the entire time. Glad to see that plot point be brought back. Scott trying to kill the bunkers. Again, allies hold on to that point. With every man they can get, Bazooka team gets away. Scott slowly bringing down that bunker. Slowly. Allies take the other point up here. Canadians are going to lock it down. You have a Sherman just chilling, trying to take out that stuff. Lots of dead tanks over here. Plenty of bunkers. I'm not sure about mines. I'm not seeing anything. Mines would be good for the AT gun to just slowly kill it. Here comes a counterattack by Prevent again with a Panzer IV. Tiger tank is still there. Canadians hold on. 27 points remain. We're over an hour at this point. Tiger, Panzer IV, all pushing on up. There's another more Sherman fire hitting from the side. We got a truck moving on over. I don't know what he's doing. I guess moral support, I guess. Panzer IV goes down thanks to Bazooka Blob by SSW. Here comes the Easy 8. Alright. He's going to pull away. One unit dies, unfortunately, from Taiwan. Whizbang, though, shreds the Italian infantry and the riflemen hold that point. It's down to the wire. Both sides need to hold. Panthers are trying their absolute best, but here comes the Croc once again to burn the infantry off the point. He will hold to the last man, burning the pack. He kills the pack! And I think that's GG. The armor can't take it. Oh, wow. Okay, a photo finish. The Croc sacrificed itself so the pack gun couldn't decap it. Wonderful job. And yeah, top damage goes to Burrock. Kills as well. He got top kills. Pink got top vehicle kills. Blackjack got top vehicle kills, top kills, and top damage, and is the one who submitted this game. So thank you, Blackjack, for that. Your Canadian infantry and Croc were pretty damn good, and the best thing was your 17-pounders that were just mopping the floor with the axes consistently. Yeah, no, excellent job. Not really a bunch of stuff, random stuff here. Biggest killer was the Obiche, 57 kills. That's a pretty good investment since they never got targeted. I think they were just out of range of Allied artillery. Actually, yeah, the British never got like bishops or anything that I noticed. I mean, he was helping in other ways, but yeah, the Allies in general didn't have a ton of artillery. They had the whiz-bangs, of course, but like not as prevalent as the last one. We're talking about like a handful that were targeted. 60 kills, by the way. Nice job. Compared to multiple Biches, Stukas, everything else. Yep. 171 kills for those Stukas. 171. 5 vehicle kills. Yeah, the whiz-bangs, while they did good, were nowhere near as high as in the kill count. Croc, there were 248, 2 vehicles. It was pretty much just taking damage. For the 17-pounder, they got 11 vehicle kills. Damn, Canadians as well. There were a lot, but they did okay with 79 kills and 2 vehicles. That's not too bad. Again, Neb Warfare's way better since they weren't as produced, but that's artillery for you, not frontline. 36 kills for the Panther, 6 vehicles. There were 10 deployed. The Shermans, again, a lot deployed, 29 kills. Let's see here. Yeah, not really much else there. Surprised we didn't see like the American player, like Taiwan #1, get more like, I don't know, the better airstrikes or other things like that. I get the Whirlwind or AA was an issue, but still, you could have targeted the Obiches, maybe some repairing vehicles, stuff like that. MG42 with 45 kills is actually quite high. Let's see, Wesp, only 1 Wesp with 22 kills. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of like Wesp artillery. Panthers were the name of that brought out 9 vehicle kills, but again, 9 of them deployed, so that's a lot for. That's just a lot. Easy 8, 35 kills, 2 vehicles. Again, not great because there's 6 of them. Rifleman 48 kills too. That's a little better, though they all died. But yeah, there's a lot of death in that game, but I will say the final sacrifice of the Churchill, the fact the Allies were consistently able to hold back the armored waves with 17-pounder placements, some good elite infantry from the 17-pounders, some good flanks. I will say Taiwan #1 was probably one of the weaker players. He had trouble holding his side, but overall, I felt that was a good game, and at least it wasn't too much artillery from the Allied side against the Axis, and it was more armor battles even from the Axis perspective. So that was a nice change of pace for Rapido. But hey, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support in helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.